Good morning, morning yard chatters. It is your host. You know who I am. What's going on this morning, people? Yeah. Morning yard chat is a little late. For no in particular reason. It's not really cold out. Nothing that I only got on a long john for real and a t-shirt. So I'm alright. But I didn't get to do it yesterday and I miss you guys, man. You know I like bringing you this morning yard stream faithfully. But this morning, unfortunately, we have yet another scammer, yet another scam artist, yet another Sonetta minion who's now pretty much been outed as a fraud like the rest of them. Yes, we're talking about you, Garfield. We're talking about Garfield and his alleged scamming. Now, I brought Garfield's name up a few months ago because I was constantly hearing him chatter on Sonetta's platform through sound bites, not me listening to your platform like that. Or at all, but chattering through sound bites about this so-called credit repair. Now, I've heard it so much that I started to wonder, is this guy really attached to this shit like that? So apparently he is. Apparently he was. When I did a little bit more investigating, if you can call it that, I came to find that he was attached to this so-called line of credit, this credit line fixing. Now, the crazy part about all of this shit is, all I ever ask for, like I do with everyone else, is evidence of real-time application. If you're out fixing people's credit, and you're a credit guru, like you say, then there is obviously evidence of such. And people, can attest to the fact that you have indeed fixed their credit. And if we can't find this, we have to then be skeptical about what the fuck you're saying, because we have to use at least a little level of skepticism to when you talk, because it's like, okay, G, the shit you say sounds absolutely fabulous, but here we go again. In the realm of real-time application, which is what matters, there's no need talking about a whole bunch of shit if it's not gonna ever be applied in real time. That's why I say real-time application all the time. If you wonder why you always hear me say that shit, because everything you talk about, everything you building towards, is based upon you using this shit in real time, right? Okay, so we need to see real-time application of you correcting people's credit. So of course that would never happen, and that has yet to happen. But we did actually start to hear things about Garfield and his so-called credit repairing, and it had nothing to do with actually repairing anyone's credit. It's, as a matter of fact, it goes to the complete opposite of that. He is not fixed anyone's credit. Not only has he not fixed anyone's credit, he apparently has been taking funds from people as if he is fixing it. as if he's providing them some sort of service, especially the service that they asked for. Now, when we give you an opportunity over here at Shame TV 2, which is Shame TV, we give opportunities for you to come clean. We always say, hey, what's going on with this? Because we don't do fuckery and scamming in our community anymore. We don't do any of that wishy-washy shit no more. We're not hearing none of that shit no more. I heard the young Pharaoh say the other day about the Moors, saying how the Moors are next, I guess. And I'm definitely telling him I want in on that, because first off, I plan to do it in a manner that hopefully isn't offensive to anyone, because that's not what I'm trying to do, come out and just offend everybody. But I definitely want in on that, because I can speak to the heart of that matter. I can speak directly to the heart of that matter. When it comes to the Moors, when it comes to Masonry, when it comes to Moors and Masonry, I can speak about that part and how Moors feel about Freemasonry and how they even openly take credit for it. Yeah. And take credit for the Illuminati, so to speak. So I definitely want to be a part of that, because that's true. You need to start clearing all this shit out of the community. And that includes everything. That includes niggas who was running around saying this shit before. And now all of a sudden you saying shit, or you're not saying this, or you're not, like all of that shit. All these type of flip-floppy niggas, yo, you can either show where you grew and how you grew to come and change your opinion like that publicly, but you're not going to just be one of them niggas that say all this bullshit and then publicly come out and change your stance. Without no warning, no nothing. You just all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like 1 minute, Sonetta's the enemy, you banging on him. The next thing we know, you and him holding secret conversations, and not secret conversations meaning private conversations, wherein which you are saying the same things that you are currently saying to him, you know, in private, like you do in public. No, you completely different nigga. That shit gotta be addressed. And if YP's serious about what he said, because I heard him say it, and yo, if he's serious about that, yo, Young Pharaoh, I'm saying this right here, right now, open on this stream. Yo, you need to address that Kev Gill shit. Because that nigga's still running around using your name and saying how you and him is affiliated and all of that bullshit. And yo, that nigga's a scam artist. And we got audio to the liar. He's a liar. He holds shit, so-called raffles and bullshit like that, never giving people they shit like that. The same shit that he condemned Sonetta and Polite and all them. And he's on open audio trying to befriend Sonetta and start up a partnership. All of that shit. Amidst the fact, while going on, Sonetta's continuing to bash Young Pharaoh and Sarah Suit Seti at the same time. And Kev Gills is over there trying to fuck with the nigga, talking about business is business and this, that, and the third. So he's gonna have to definitely address that shit, because that nigga's a part of the same shit you talking about. And don't nobody get passes. You ain't gonna keep going, sitting up, having a fucking platform to calling yourself a fraud department, banging on Sonetta, nigga, when it's open audio, recent audio, nigga. We only in April. Not even the first week is done. So we ain't no 2 years behind you just openly running your fucking mouth telling that whole world, nigga, how much you want to be a part of Sonetta's award show and all that shit right after you went on a live stream and called yourself condemning it in front of everybody. Yo, that shit is fraud shit, and that shit gotta get addressed. So if we're gonna do the addressing, we're gonna do all the addressing, or I'ma do all the addressing of niggas who halfway addressing. Shame TV, peace.